President Joe Biden did an interview during his trip to Florida, and I have a couple moments I want to take a look at with you. The first, he gets asked about his possible 2024 re-election bid, and take a look at his answer.
Thanks for your time. So you've said now multiple times that you have an intention to run for re-election, but you haven't made the decision yet. What's stopping you from making that decision?
I'm just not ready to make it.
There's no motive behind that?
No.
How do you win Democrats again? Many of them are concerned about your age.
Well, that's not what I hear. Look, do you know any polling that's accurate these days? You all told me that there's no way we were going to do well in this off-year election. I told you from the beginning we were going to do well. You all told me I couldn't win the general election. We did well.
So I understand what he's saying in a sense, but it's not true in the general election that in 2020 that the polling was saying he was not going to do well or didn't have a chance of winning. The polling made clear likely he was going to do well. And the midterms were unexpected based on the polling, but not completely inconceivable based on the polling in my mind. And so I don't think just throwing out polling completely and saying that it's not beneficial to look at, it's not a good indicator of where people are in certain things, is an incorrect view in my mind. But he's taking the stance of, listen, I don't think actually people are that concerned with my age. And so I'm not really even going to address that, when I think a better response, and I've seen him do similar things to what I'm about to say in the past, is I recognize people are concerned about that. And that makes sense. But I want you to know I'm fully fit and able to do the job, and judge me based on my successes. That's what you should look at, and what my administration has gotten done. I think that's a better response that's more tapped into the reality of what people feel about his re-election bid. Okay, second moment, he gets asked about the difference between running against DeSantis or Trump in the upcoming election if he does indeed run himself. Take a look.
Probable contenders for the presidency. Would there be a difference running against Donald Trump or Ron DeSantis?
I have no idea.
I mean,
I'm serious. I have no idea.
But I guess my question is, because you talk a lot about how divided the country is and how you want to unite it, which is true. But I do wonder if you think there would be a difference between running against one or the other candidate in terms of polarization.
No, I don't think so, because I think that they have a similar modus operandi, the similar way in which they work. But I really don't know. I've never decided to run or not run based on who the opponent will be.
So definitely they're similar in the sense that regardless of who's the nominee, we absolutely do not want to see a DeSantis presidency or Trump presidency. I do think, though, the campaign style that Biden would have to run would be different, DeSantis compared to Trump. And I actually think Biden has a better shot, is more favored in a Trump-Biden matchup than a DeSantis-Biden matchup. But it'll be all fascinating to watch, and honestly very terrifying to watch, because, like I said, we do not want to see a Trump or DeSantis presidency. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the full bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley. Link in the description.